Welcome to Unbroken with Yay. Pull up a seat and get ready for some real talk, raw healing, and a reminder that no matter what you've been through, you are still standing. You've got this. Welcome to Unbroken. I am Yay, and today we're talking about the identity audit, which is exactly as it sounds. We are auditing ourselves and we're wanting to re-find our identity. So the concept is when you marry gens, you don't just lose a partner, you sort of lose you. And when we say you're losing you, I'm talking about the we, the inverted commas we. So you have been a we for a long time. It's been we on invitations. We have built a dream. We have signed permission slips. We have gone on holidays together. We have done a renovation. We, all the way home. And guess what? We is over. So there's no more we. We is dead. So who the hell are you? And that's where it's hard, is you haven't thought about yourself possibly for a really long time. So the struggle is, explaining that silence to yourself of who am I? Like being comfortable in that silence. When I'm talking about the silence, I'm referring to when your kids go to their dad's house, fingers crossed you have that sort of custody arrangement. Otherwise, and I've been a full-time 100% custodian of my children, so I know what it's like for the mums that don't get that time off. And that's when we're talking about the 9 p.m. pivot. So when we spoke about in the first episode, that time when your kids go down to bed and you're alone, that's the silence I'm referring to. So usually mums will busy themselves and they will busy themselves cleaning. Nothing wrong with an angry clean, get that emotion out, but to sit in the silence. So mums will clean, they'll do extra work, and then oftentimes they're just scrolling, which is perfectly fine, except you do need to be able to sit with yourself and meet that stranger, because now you have a different identity and that's difficult. So I actually want to empower you and make you feel good about that identity, not feeling lost. So if you don't know who you are right now, you don't know who you're looking at in that mirror, all you can see is the fact that you have been the family nurse, the family counselor, the administrator, the chauffeur, the chef. You've done all of these things, yet maybe you just lost yourself along that process. And now sitting in that silence alone is really uncomfortable. So we're now going to look at the strategy of this, right? So the radical curation, and I call it curation similar to a gallery. So similar to a curator in a gallery is going to come in and position all the artwork, where the lighting is, how the frames go on, what color the walls are to suit them. You would be so used to curating for everybody else to serve their needs. But now is the time to curate your life for your needs. So I'm wanting you to ask yourself, do I actually like this? Or am I doing this because he liked this and I'm so used to doing it? So let me give you an example. If the furniture in your house is arranged a certain way, maybe that doesn't fit you anymore. Maybe that's not how you want the furniture anymore. Do you dress a certain way? Because that's how your husband liked it, and obviously you want to impress your husband. But maybe actually I don't want to do that anymore. Maybe I want to go with a different style. Is the food in the fridge reflective of, well, that's what he likes, so that's why I always bought that brand, but actually I really don't, I normally, or I used to have a different brand. Cool, great. Check that in yourself. Note that. Become aware of that. So you're wanting to reclaim, and that is about curating a life that fits for you. And the advice is to stop waiting for your life to start again. You're already in it. You're in the middle of it. It is happening to you, and you're probably in the middle of a giant mess if you're going through a divorce. And for anybody that hasn't been through a divorce, before I got divorced, I was like, a divorce is just another breakup. Everyone breaks up. No. It is so much more intricate and layered and difficult that I actually would describe it as walking into a spider's web. You're walking, like as in a person, not a spider or an ant, but as in you are walking straight in, you don't see it coming, you're all of a sudden entangled in this spider's web, and you are just trying to piece by piece untangle yourself. That is what going through a divorce is like. So let's have a look at the tool. What tools do we need for our identity menu? It's almost like a shopping list. So the identity menu is something you want to write down. You want to write it down on your phone. You want to have a pen and paper. Every time you have those feelings of loneliness or of being lost or who am I? And then the other thing was, I would oftentimes feel like, that's just unreachable. I don't know. How can I get there? Like just feeling like you're out of control and that this situation is happening to you. So when that happens, we are going to go through these steps. And here they are. So the first one is a sensory reset. You need to write down and work out what your quick win is in regards to sensory. I've got a favorite cardigan and it's got heaps of pink and it makes me happy and I'm going to go put it on. I love the feel of it and my husband hated it. That's a sensory reset. It is something you can feel. It's something that uses one of your senses, if not more. Maybe you're going to play a song. The song that I love to play, and now my kids sing it, is by Jennifer Lopez and called Ain't Your Mama. And it is about women not looking after their spouse who's acting like a baby. I ain't your mama. Now my kids walk around singing it, and it's particularly funny when my boys sing it. So all of a sudden when I play that, great, I am circuit breaking. My senses are changing. I'm not feeling lost and lonely. I'm remembering what journey I'm on and where I'm going. It can be any type of guilty pleasure. It can be something like, I'm going to go buy candles. My husband never liked that I had candles. Well, I'm going to go pick a new scent. And every time I feel like that, I'm going to light that candle and it's going to make me feel good and it's going to smell nice. And this is my home and this is how my home smells now. So I want you to do that. The second one is, second category, old friend. So when I say old friend, I'm talking about the pre-marriage self, you before this relationship. So for me, I'm talking about me at 19. What is a win I can do that I enjoyed at 19 when I was young and vivacious and carefree and I didn't see any obstacles in my horizon? Well, for me, I used to paint. So I have started painting within that hour period I have now at night. Not every night, it can just be an hour a week, but now I paint. So it could be things like op shopping. I've started doing that again. I love it. I also love to sew. I've bought myself a sewing machine. So maybe you like drawing, maybe you like photography, maybe you like hiking. What is something you can tap into you that you used to do? The old you. We want to bring the old you. Remember that fun? Remember that fun, young, beautiful, vivacious person that you used to see in the mirror? We want to see her again. And this is how it's going to help you do it. And then the third category, this is called the non-negotiable boundaries. Now, these sound passive-aggressive. And I guess maybe they are. But perhaps you did things in your marriage because you were compromising. But now, you're your own person. And you can have those as non-negotiable boundaries. So my non-negotiable boundary is we won't be watching football on a Saturday night on this TV in my lounge room. That's not happening. That will never happen here. I get to choose what goes on the TV. I get to choose how we spend our family Saturday nights or my nights alone. And it's not watching football. Same as maybe you had a husband that wanted you to cook a fresh meal every night. He didn't want to eat leftovers. Okay, well, maybe a non-negotiable in your house is twice a week, every week, we eat leftovers, and every Friday we have takeaway. So you've got to think of a non-negotiable boundary that reclaims your power, but it's also something you enjoy and you're getting rid. You're ridding yourself. You're leaving behind the dead weight of the things that did not serve you. So to recap the identity audit, we are wanting to look inwards. We are now looking at our life. We are auditing our life. We are auditing the things we do like and don't like. And we are setting an identity menu. And the menu includes 3 things: sensory, old friend, and your non-negotiable boundaries. Thank you for sitting in this strategy room with me today. Keep your boundaries ironclad and keep your head held high. Your second act is just beginning. You've got this. I believe in you. And stay unbroken. Stay unbroken with me. I'll talk to you next time. Please feel free to go to my website if you want any of those strategies. I've got them all in worksheets, so they're downloadable. Comment, like, subscribe. If you want to go to the website, it's at unbrokenwithyay.com.au. And my handle's the same on socials. So follow me for more on YouTube and Spotify.